Hey, what's going on guys, Mixuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Temur ramp deck for Standard 2022. So this is my next deck in the series of more interactive Civic ramp decks that we can run in the Standard 2022 format. So let's get right into the list. We have our entire early game, which consists of ramping with cards like Prosperous Innkeeper and Tangled Florahedron. I guess I can put that here. Our early game also consists of a lot of foretell. We have foretelling Crush the Weak, we have foretelling Alrund's Epiphany. Aside from that, we are a relatively slow deck. We try to make up for that by having a very powerful late game and a relatively interactive mid game. We have expressive iteration on 2, but you never really want to play it on 2. Most of the time you want to play it on 3, although you can't, or not even on 3, you want to play it later in the game, but you typically, if you're playing on curve and don't have another 3-drop, want this to be here. Anyways, expressive iteration is another card we have access to. It's really solid. Helps you find your top end, helps you find your lands, helps you find your interaction with cards like Battle of Frost and Fire. Really good. We have our learn cards. We have Divide by Zero and Field Trip. I've been playing around with these numbers along with the number of Tangled Florahedrons I'm running because I don't want to run that many basic forests. Oh, you guys saw that visual glitch there. But I do want to have enough green sources to make Field Trip work, and I want to have enough learn cards and some interaction in the deck, which I find Divide by Zero really does fill that role. I like having the option to have a 7-mana like sorcery in the form of Mascot Exhibition on a 3-mana interactive card. So that's pretty cool for 3. I'm really happy with these 2 learn cards. You can play with the numbers. Crush the Weak is our earlier sweeper. There's a lot of mono white, as you'll see in the video, and this card helps with that. I wish it dealt 3 damage. If we had like a deal 3 to all, that would be really good, but we have to settle for what we have because the 2-mana green werewolf does not get hit by this, and that really just takes away from its value. Anyways, Cultivator on 4 is a great blocker. If you go Innkeeper on 2 into Cultivator on 4, you're feeling really good about yourself because you just ramped to the 4th land naturally, and as you all know, lands are better than treasures, at least for most things, and you have a 3/4 body, which is a really good blocker, especially on turn 3 and even on turn 4. We have our sweeper in Battle of Frost and Fire. It's what we can do in Temur. Helps us grind and helps us get some card advantage later on with the 3rd chapter, and believe me, you have spells to cast with mana value 5 or greater. For our top end, we have a Mordenkainen, 4 Alrund's Epiphanies, 2 Seagate Restorations, which can also act as a land, Shatterskull Smashing, which acts as a land, and a removal spell. I guess we'll just put it here for now. Coma, because sometimes this will just outright win you the game. If you want to see the power of Coma, there's not that much Coma in this video, it's a lot of Magma Opus, but go check out my Sultai Control video. Coma really puts in work there, and there's only 1 copy in the deck, and some Magma Opuses, because this is a good instant speed interactive spell, card draw spell, removal spell. It's everything in one. It's freaking crazy, especially when you're ramping to it. You can also use it to ramp towards the rest of your top end, but I don't think I've ever cycled this for a treasure before. The rest of our mana base is 1 Hall because 1 creature land is good, and it's the best one. Because we make a lot of mana, we can activate it pretty consistently. 1 Snarl and 1 other Snarl, just the Izzet and Simic ones, because we do have some basic lands to help it enter untapped, and I like these more than campuses. I think campuses are really slow. And yeah, all the pathways, because they're pathways, they're freaking good. Sideboard, we have Environmental Sciences, Teachings, Containment Breach, and Mascot Exhibition. I feel like you can cut 1 Teachings and put something else. I'm just not sure what that would be. You can play around with it. I was trying the, I think, Start from Scratch. Let me check something. Let's say, right, lesson, is it Start from Scratch? I'm bad with card names, guys. Yeah, Start from Scratch. You can try that, but I realize that it fills the same role as Containment Breach a lot of the time. Only can hit Artifact. So I was playing with 2 Containment Breaches. I've played with 3 Mascot Exhibitions. You guys can play around with this. It's not like set in stone. Anyways, guys, I feel like I'm a bit all over the place today. The deck will be in the description down below as always. If you like the deck, be sure to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing. It motivates me to make more content. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Let's get into some games. Guys, I told myself I wouldn't keep slow hands, but I'm a greedy player. We're going to keep it. We don't have any red either, but it's fine. We'll find it. And we just look like raw Simic Ramp right now. Turn 2 Faceless Haven into a Ranger class. Severely disadvantaged out the gate. That's what I like to see. That, I guess. And then that's going to be blue. That's going to be green. Hey, at least they're stuck on one quote-unquote green. Are we about to see an Asika's Chariot? Kazandu Mammoth. Okay. Other pathway. And we pass the turn. I don't know. This could have been really greedy. Okay. Are we just pumping up Faceless Haven? And I assume we're attacking with everything. We are. And we can send you back. So, red or Containment Breach? I'm going to take Containment Breach. I have to remove this Ranger class. And we have a ton of red sources in the deck. Like I said, a ton of red sources in the deck. Just making sure I can cast my Cultivator off one red source. And like the rest of this mana, I can. So let's take another island. And prep to remove the Ranger class. Okay, I don't hit our spot anymore. It was a stressful early game. And we're not out of the woods just yet, but we're doing okay. Pack leader. The double Faceless Haven is bottlenecking them on green, which is good for us. Are you serious? They're gonna Blizzard Brawl tapping their creatures? Yeah, it looks like they are. Sorry. Okay, and then they swing in for 2. Let's go. Give me a nice little Battle of Frost and Fire off the top. No such luck. But we can go Cultivator into Containment Breach, which I do not hate. And I think that's the line. So, Cultivator. I will take that action. I'm gonna keep grabbing islands because we have Field Trip in the deck. And we get a nice little 1/1 blocker. Okay. So we have our mana set up. We have 2 blockers. We're at 10 life. The opponent has a board of creatures. And 2 creature lands. This is a very real game. And a pretty scary one at that. Uh-oh. Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, so they want to animate Faceless Haven here. I will happily trade a Faceless Haven for a Cultivator. I have no issue with doing so. Okay. So they're on 2 mana. Okay, they attack there. I'm going to eat the Pack Leader and just chump the Faceless Haven. Because they attacked with that, I didn't think they were going to attack with the Pack Leader. They have another one. Okay. And they're gaining some life. Alright, so Mordenkainen. Not bad. I am feeling greedy, and I'm feeling like using Expressive Iteration to find more lands. I'm gonna do it. Worst case, we shock in one of these lands. Hey, look at that. Not punished at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go hand. Library. Exile. Get another red source down. Mordenkainen. And we make the 8/8.
Apparently,
No attacks.
I can create your doom in
Okay, we're not doing terrible. You know what? I'm going to put the spell lands at the back of my hand. Not looking too bad. They have to get through an 8/8, which is not very easy for mono green to do. Are they going to be very aggressive with an attack to try to remove Mordenkainen? We'll see. Oh, that's an all-in attack. That's an all-in type of attack. We go here and here because they can... Wait, can they put mana into it? Yeah, they can put mana into this, and then it would trample through. Okay, they're just going wide with Innkeepers now. This is okay. Shambling Ghast. Yeah, this is all fine. So, I think this is Alrund's Epiphany into Seagate Restoration to just create some more blockers. I'm going to attack for 10 damage first. Yeah. They throw their Swarm Shambler under the frickin' bus. I will take another turn. Now the question is, am I playing this land or am I trying to draw another card with Seagate Restoration? Let's draw another card with Seagate. That's what I'm talking about. And we do it now. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 18/18. Would you like to chump block? Can you guys believe the opponent chump blocked that? Freaking wild. And we play our own Innkeeper. This is definitely a removal spell right now. We have another body, some card draw, some blockers. I'm feeling pretty good. They also still have to respect our massive dog. Oh, hello. Hello. No attacks with the birds because they have the 1/2 Sentinel. Sedge. Yup. So, how much mana do I have? Let's double check. 6, 10, 11. So this is 7 to 11. Perfect. Start here. Get another land out of the deck. Gain some life with the Innkeeper. Take another turn. Use this one again because we have Field Trip. And let's go. Epiphany. And I still get to save my treasure. That's it for the opponent. Nice. Whew. Tough game. I mean, was not impossible. Definitely was a bit greedy, but it pays off in the end. Okay, sick hand. Let's go. All of our colors, we have some nice ramp into Magma Opus and Expressive Iteration to help us find more land and refuel. So this is good. I could have also started out without the basic on one, but it's all fine. Just to hold open the mountain in case I drew a Snarl. Okay, Clarion Spirit hits the board. I kind of want to send it back. Guys, I'm tempted. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? We continue to execute the plan that is ramp. We ramp to Magma Opus. We can do it. So is this a containment breach or is this an environmental sciences? Oh, it's tough. It's a tough one. I think the first one is a sciences, just because we don't actually have another land in hand. But I could easily see someone fetching containment breach there, and I was pretty close to it as well. Okay, second paladin class. That makes me kind of happy I didn't fetch Containment Breach. It's a little counterintuitive. Okay, no blocks there. Another Magma Opus is pretty sick. So you know what? No. Let's do order correctly. Land. Environmental Sciences for a island. Right? Play it out. And we keep ramping. And now we take Mascot Exhibition. Just because we don't respect these yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So ideally, I just draw the land and we can play Magma Opus. But if not, it's fine. Also, it's pretty funny. We're on 6 lands. The opponent's on 2. If they offer the trade for the Usher, I will take it. Oh, I want to remove those Clarion Spirits. I'm going to take this trade just because a Magma Opus takes everything there out. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So we go. Here, damage. Submit. We can, like, tap these for fun. Get that damage on there. Autopay. And the opponent scoops it up. Yeah, they weren't looking too good from there. And in the next couple draws, we're sure to find another land, or we can just Magma Opus them again. And yeah, pretty solid performance. Okay, I mean, we have all our colors. We have ramp, some interaction that can help us get some top end, card draw, and, well, you guys know what expressive iteration counts as. Card draw, land fixing, great card. I'm going to play this tapped just because we don't have a red source. And we might want one relatively early. But I think I'm happy just playing the Innkeeper on 2. And then playing this on 3. Portable Hole, don't take my treasure. Okay, they take the Innkeeper, which is honestly hilarious. Portable Hole isn't great versus my deck. I can actually divide it back to the opponent's hand. Oh, Snarl? Let's go. Untapped Dual Land is sick. We autopay here. And I think I'm good for another blue source. Again, like I've been saying this whole video, we have... Oh man, I keep forgetting the name of the card. The 3 mana green card that helps you ramp by getting forests out of the deck. That one. So I would usually want to get islands with Cultivator. They actually take Expressive Iteration, which, I mean, I kind of get. That's aggressive. Like, that's really aggressive. I don't really care to divide any of these cards. I think I do just go for the Expressive Iteration. Funny enough. Yeah, like hand. Definitely put that back in the library, and we can exile you for another green source. I think that's fine. No attacks. Okay. Skyclave Apparition. Apparition. Sorry, yeah. And we take a little bit of a bumping. What's the play? I think it's just Foretell here. Foretell and then divide by 0. It's not the worst. And then divide can get me land if I need it. You know what? I'm going to put that back in their hand. What's it take? I mean, everything's pretty good. I kind of want to take Environmental Sciences to ensure land. You know what? We have another learn card. I have 2 draws to hit an actual land, though. But we're only on 6. I am going to take Environmental Sciences. I think it's the safer play. Yeah, I know. That means we take a pretty big bump down to 2. Okay, good draw. Really good draw. So we start here. We take the extra turn. And now untapped land is like a godsend. Let's go one time. No such luck. However, we can Environmental Sciences. We can just play Cultivator. Hold on, Cultivator. Cultivator gets land. Then we have 4. You know what? This is good. We do this. Take action. Island. Heal up a little bit. Grab a mountain. Land for turn. Okay, and now one Spellbinder doesn't ruin my entire plan. Man, playing against Mono White is just really funny because I look at my lands compared to theirs and it's just not even close. But yeah, I am very glad that I took what I did. Even if we only had 1 Magma Opus, we have the other Divide by 0. So we could just send the Spellbinder right back to their hand. And we can go like block, block, block. Take 2, which is fine. Sparring Regiment? Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. I'm going to take the Go Wide card. Any attacks? No attacks. You'll love to see that. That is a upkeep Magma Opus. End turn. So, damage. I'm good to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm good to tap these 2 down. Essentially time walk them. Pretty brutal. And now they won't have access to these lands on their turn. I mean, we have a board wipe. Not that it matters all that much right now. Yep. Your go. And we can do the literal same thing next turn. It's kind of disgusting. And that's it for the opponent. Let's go. Freaking brutal. Okay, hand is not bad. We are going to need some lands, but I guess that's all part of the process. So blue. I mean, blue is very important in the deck. Against another white aggressive deck. So let's go. Get the Innkeeper down. And we'll find some lands. We'll find some red. I'm not too worried. Okay, is this just mono white? Interesting. I don't love using that as a land, but it's okay. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And now we take action and grab, I guess, a forest to have double green, but I think that's the last forest the cultivator will fetch. I'm gonna offer a trade here. Okay. We're good, we're fine. It's not like we need red very early anyways. Spellbinder can come down. Doesn't do all that much. It taxes 1 Alrund's Epiphany, which is annoying. Oh, they take Battle of Frost and Fire. Well, I'm gonna get to 7 mana. I'm freaking dead set on it. I can attack there. red. And we go, what, double foretell? Or I go foretell into Innkeeper to make sure I hit the Epiphany anyways next turn. Ooh, these are tough calls. I think I do the other Innkeeper though. And then we gain some life. I can also foretell again, but no. It's fine. I only have 5 lands. I do need a couple more. Okay, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I should know that. I freaking made a deck around this card. But it's fine. I mean, that's a land. That is a land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could actually just use it as a removal spell. Is that good? I kind of want to Epiphany first to see if I find another land. Like another red source. But then I won't be able to do this. And any other land casts Epiphany as well. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I think having them recommit to the board is going to be very difficult. Or not difficult, but like a slow process. And I think that if I draw literally any other land, we're super happy to have Alrund's Epiphany. Whenever it attacks, they create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens that are tapped and have lifelink. Easiest divide by 0 of my life. And we can take environmental sciences, grab the land, and then next turn start chaining Epiphanies. Or not necessarily start chaining, but we can at least cast one. And then we need one more land to cast the other, so we're in a really good spot. 3rd white aggressive deck in a row taken down.